and gentlemen. Welcome to the 7-Figure Fashion Business Podcast,
where we talk about the fashion industry and how to get your fashion business to 7 figures.
From manufacturing strategies, cut and sew designers, to fashion hot topics and the latest fashion trends, I'm your host, Monica Monique.
And I'm your host, XYZeee. And let's jump into today's episode.
Welcome to the 7-Figure Fashion Business Podcast. This is Monica Monique speaking.
This is Deasia.
I'm gonna need more energy.
I'm a little shy because we on live.
We on live today. So if you guys follow us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, we have live up and running.
Oh, we can go on live from YouTube.
We're doing a live video on YouTube after this one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So good morning. Feel the energy, Z.
It's just a little. We can't cut nothing out. It's really live, so we can't.
It's live.
Cut nothing. We can't cut nothing out. It's.
Yeah, but we still recording for our podcast, so let's get started. Because I'm gonna edit that out.
All right.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm good on this beautiful morning. The weather's not too bad. I can dress fashionable for the fall weather. I like the 50s. The 50s are good. The 40s and 50s, you can wear your winter boots. You can wear your coat or not. You can just wear a long sweater. The 50s are a vibe. I like the 50 degree.
I can see it. You give me 50.
The winter glow. This is my favorite time of year.
Yeah. Your birthday coming up.
My birthday is coming up, end of January.
Aquarius.
Anyway, I'm going to do all of the things.
January Aquarius.
Should be fun. I'll be in Milan, Italy for my birthday. It is Men's Fashion Week in Milan, and I will be checking out some fashion shows and doing some events and repping the 7-Figure Fashion Business Podcast. So it should be a good time.
I can't wait to see and hear how that goes.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know men have a whole fashion week dedicated to them. That's decent.
Yeah.
Because I feel like we not neglect men fashion, but we forget about it.
We definitely neglect our men's fashion.
I said not. You said we definitely.
I think we do. I
like men fashion.
I love men's fashion.
I'd rather wear men fashion than.
I see that. But no, I agree. No, but I don't even necessarily wear men's fashion as much as I wear little boys' fashion. Like, I love, shopping in the little boy department in stores and stuff because I feel like their clothes is always cheaper. It's always good quality. And, I can get, let's say a polo hoodie or whatever. In the women's, it might be $79, but the same one in little boys would be, $49 or $39. Just because it's considered kids, but you just get a kid size large or extra large, and then it fit you like a medium. So, yeah.
Thanks for the tip.
Yeah, I'm about to say tip. You never did that?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
But I forgot about it.
How was your week?
I think I had a good week. Business-wise.
Business-wise, because you did something out of your norm this week. So
business-wise, career-wise, goals-wise, responsibilities-wise, I had a good week.
Yeah.
But having fun, personal life, that side, it was a terrible week.
Well, who needs a personal life when you have responsibilities? If you're getting responsibilities done, that's an achievement.
Break.
Oh, we got that door open.
Shoot.
You need a break from...
I need a break.
From?
Just like a mental break. I need rest.
A mental break?
My sleep schedule been off. You know how you got your routines? My eating habits been off because I've been working so much. So I'm sick right now. So I'm probably really sick because I haven't been eating healthy. Usually I'll eat healthy. I got my skincare routine.
Yeah.
So it's I only been able to just really wash my face. I haven't been able to do the exfoliate. You know the extra.
I don't even do all the extra stuff.
Child. I haven't been able to go to the market. Just little things that I usually do,
Mhm.
I slacked off.
Yeah.
So, but in the business world,
business is going good.
yeah, I'm trying to balance everything.
Yeah.
Balance everything.
How was that order you did? You did a new custom order last week, right?
Yeah.
How did it go?
So this year one of my goals was not to speak negative.
Oh, as it should be every year.
Yeah. So I think it went good. I'm happy that I'm sewing again. It was a good week.
Yeah.
It felt good to like be on the sewing machine.
Yeah.
And making stuff.
And be productive, probably.
But the end result, like my honest opinion, I just wish I had more time. Cause it's stuff that like I wanted to fix.
Mm-hmm.
But I was
rushing?
Up against time. I wasn't rushing, but I was.
Do you feel like you gave yourself enough time to produce the order, or you started too late?
I took the order a month ago.
Okay.
I got her measurements. We all was battling with time. Like, okay. It was 3 of us. So between 3 of us, we all trying to get on the same schedule so that I can get her measurements.
Okay.
Then when I finally got her measurements, it was like 2 weeks before. Okay. So I had 2 weeks to make the dress.
Okay.
But in that month, I resourced fabric, made the pattern, put the pattern on the muslin, did the whole practice sample.
Yeah. So
before I took her measurements, I still was working.
Right.
So that was a month. I think maybe I need 2 months.
Really?
I always say that 6 to 8 weeks.
Oh, okay. Okay.
6 to 8 weeks. That was 4 weeks. So if I had those extra 2 weeks, then that would have been fine.
I mean, I saw the finished product. It was a gorgeous dress. I don't know why you're making the face. It was a gorgeous dress. It was a little girl's birthday dress, and it was beautiful. It was really beautiful. I think that, of course, you are your own worst critic.
Right.
In general, like, I am my own worst critic. I think when I make some stuff for certain people, there are certain orders where I'm just like, I could have made that zipper a little tighter, or I could have did that finish a little neater or whatever. But then when the customer get it, they love it, and they don't even notice the little things. But I think it's because we are our own worst critic.
I got a lot of compliments.
Yeah.
And I didn't really want anybody to know that I made it. So when people was like, when he was like, oh, that's the girl that made the dress, and people was complimenting me, I'm just like,
being shy.
Yeah. But now everybody wants something.
And you can tell them, well, it's 6 to 8 weeks. You
No. You know I want to be an online business.
Right.
So.
Okay. Well, tell them, then why did you do the order if you don't want to do orders?
That's what I wanted. But that was in person. Like, I know them, so that was different.
Right. But you're now saying that now that more people
right.
are asking you, you're going to say no to them.
Yeah.
You hate money, I swear.
No, I don't. Not it's little dumb stuff that they want.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not on it.
Yeah.
It's like prom and weddings and like I want event stuff.
Yeah.
I don't want to fix your zipper. Like,
well, exactly. You can say I don't do well, you can always say visit my website to find out what I make.
Right.
Because you put stuff on your website like this is what I have, this is what I do, and that's it.
How was your work week? How was your New Year? Like how's
oh yeah, life has been good. It's been easy. What have I been doing? I mean, I guess work, but like work hasn't been really crazy. I've been doing a lot of consultations, a lot of prom and wedding consultations. In this first week of January. But the whole month is going to be like this. It's very busy with like people figuring out what they're doing for their events this year. So I know probably January, February, and March is going to be a lot of consultations, a lot of virtual consultations this week with clients. I had a lot of clients in Detroit, Miami, Atlanta, some in Jersey, some in California that had booked on my calendar for consultations, and just one by one I do either FaceTime or Zoom and get out my sketchbook and go over their ideas and start creating some magic for them. And it's been really good. Like everybody, I think people underestimate the power of directly communicating with your customers in that way.
Right.
Because like I think I've said before on the podcast, like even though my consultation, like to book a consultation with me is like $50, people are always like, oh, that's so cheap. You should make it more expensive, whatever. For me, it doesn't matter the price. Because once we get in the consultation, if your wedding gown is $4,000, $10,000,
right.
If your prom gown is $1,300, $2,100, I'm still going to make that sale on the back end.
Right. That's the cheapest I've seen. Other designers is $100. Every designer that I seen was $100. I seen one for $75, but that was just one. But then, everybody else is $100. Yeah. For consultation.
But I get booked out.
Yeah.
I get booked out, and then I think I never want somebody to have to question whether or not they want to do the consultation because of the price.
Yeah.
I want you to do the consultation, pay a fee, and then you'll see the quality of my work, the quality of my speech, the quality of my customer care, and then you're going to book with me.
Right.
So if the little consultation fee price is a hesitation, I'm going to remove that hesitation for you. It's only $50, child.
Right.
And then that $50 goes towards your gown or your order once you book.
Right.
So it's not like other designers where your consultation fee is $175, and then let's say they have a consultation with you for $175, and then they have a consultation with me for $50, and they ended up going with me because they like my personality, my design better. They wasted $175.
Right. Right.
So, I mean, it is what it is. But it's been a great week as far as consultation goes, and I've had a lot of prom girls solidify their spots, and have still been doing a lot as far as like getting the manufacturing together for the base dresses and for some birthday dresses and event dresses that are going to be in store during prom season, so that people can shop the rack, please, so that I can focus on my wedding and prom or custom gown clients.
Right.
So in that way, it has been really good.
Yeah.
What about? I know you wanted to talk a little bit about the process for cutting, so designing. What part did you want to get into?
The beginning.
The beginning.
Let's just start from the beginning.
What was the beginning? Because I thought you said you wanted to talk about fittings in particular.
Oh, I thought you was nothing. Fittings. Okay, so I was saying we should tell our crazy fitting stories. I don't really have a crazy fitting story.
Do you not?
I don't.
Okay.
What is it?
I'm trying to remember back when you used to do those groups of girls dresses for the birthday parties, and they used to come to the store.
Yeah. All
together and try on the dresses, and I felt like you would still be working with the girls or adding on diamonds, and I don't know when
that's not really crazy.
I guess that's not crazy.
But prom season last year, that lady threatened my life.
Oh my God. Let's talk about it.
Yo. But look. Okay. So I want to say, I thought this would be a good topic because
it's prom season now.
Yeah.
We are in the
But
time.
I think we should tell the designers like how to properly have a fitting.
Okay.
I don't know. We should save it for another episode so we can really dive in. But fittings for me are always me as a designer. Fittings for me are always it triggers my anxiety so much.
Okay.
All week I was panicking, like, but the end result was just like, what you panicking for?
Right.
Because you did good.
Yeah.
But it's like, gotta get done. Like,
yeah, I think you just need more time. I think it's because you're not super secure in your work yet. Like the quality of your skills. Even though they are good, clearly, I think you're still just not secure. And I think over time you'll develop that that sense of
but we had 2 fittings, and it was like each fitting, like I'm like, I just felt like she didn't like it. But then at the last fitting, she liked it, and she was like, "Thank you so much."
Okay.
So doing a fitting and then going back to sewing, I'm just like scared. Like every time I had a fitting, I'm just worried.
Were you not asking her like, "Hey, do you...
I did.
Okay. So why did you feel like she didn't like it? Her facial expressions, her body movement. What?
It was just like that little squeaky voice, like yeah, or like customers be like excited, and she was just calm. I'm like,
some people are like that,
but I feel like the first fitting, right? They don't really see the vision.
I agree.
Second fitting come around, they see the vision. They start to see it more. So it'd be like, I think you just gotta explain more. Like, hey, in the first fitting, this is what it's gonna be. In the second fitting, this is what it's gonna be. Third fitting, that's when we do the zippers, the hems, the finishing.
Exactly.
Like, explain it to them.
That's what you're supposed to do. You weren't explaining.
I did.
Okay.
But it still was
like
just
re-explain. Yeah.
But it's still like a.
Yeah. For me, it's a habit to keep explaining. Every time. Like, the couple fittings consultations that I had recently, it's a habit for me to be like, okay, well, just so you know, on your first fitting, you're trying on the base of the gown. We're checking your fit.
Even when I feel like when you say base, I feel like customers don't know what a base is. Because that's what I did. I did like the base. It literally was the lining with the tool wasn't done yet. The ruffles wasn't done yet. Okay. And they was like so confused. And I'm like, okay, it's the base.
Yeah, I'm like, you're just trying the
and then she asked, she was like, is the back fit. She was like, is the back going to be open? And she was like, yeah, like what's wrong with I didn't hem the sleeves. I didn't do none of the hems and none of the zippers yet. Right. And I'm like, like I'm just nervous. I don't want you to think that I don't know what I'm doing. Right. So it was like, I don't know. It just made me.
Well, again, I think that it's all about just like being super verbal and communicative with your customer about the process and what your process is. Yeah. I always say, like, I'm not going to cut your expensive fabric until I know that the lining, the muslin, or whatever fits. It doesn't make sense for me to cut the diamonds, feathers, and put all that on if you have not tried on.
Right, but they come to their first fitting.
Yeah. And expect diamonds and feathers. Yes. Yeah. But again, I just think you just have to communicate, like, it's not going to have this, and this on it because we're going to try it on for fit first. And once it fits perfectly, then we're going to add all the bells and whistles. So I just think maybe you just need to be more clear or just reiterate. It's not an issue if you just say it again and again, because you just want to make sure the customer is comfortable with your process. What else about fittings?
I think that's it.
That's it?
Not that's it, but I think you just gotta communicate. Yeah. How many fittings do you think you should have? 3 to 4?
Maybe no, like 2. And then the third is the pickup.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, the third is the pickup. I'll do 2 fittings, and then number 3, all right now. I ain't gonna see you every other week, child. Like, we don't need more than 2 fittings. Because at that point, certain customers, they see it so many times where they'll be like, oh, you know what? I think I want to add or I want to change.
That's another annoying part about the fitting. Yeah. It's like, you can't do that. Yeah. Well, they added, put it in the contract. They added like socks, like 2 socks, and they added a handkerchief.
Oh, okay.
I did it because I had extra fabric.
And did you add a price? Why? Because you was nervous, or? Girl, no, I'm always like, okay, well, yeah, we can definitely change. We can definitely change this or add this. It's going to be extra $50. It's going to be because how much more time is it going to take you to 21? So yeah, I wanted to get back into what you were talking about with our crazy. Oh yeah, our crazy prom story fittings. Time. Our crazy prom fittings.
What's your craziest fitting?
My craziest fitting?
Remember when?
I'm about to say I can't even
Right.
recall.
Remember when it was a one customer, she bought this. She bought the wrong fabric type for what she wanted. I think she wanted something that was just fitted, but she bought a stretchy glitter fabric, right? She bought it with stretchy glitter fabric. It was her first fitting. First fittings, I feel like they're the worst because it's just the base. And they just expect something. So she came in and she just was like she hated the dress.
It was something that I made?
Yeah, and she like, the glitter is falling off.
Girl, I do not remember.
She bought, the stretchy glitter fabric.
So she bought her own fabric.
She bought it.
And she didn't like the fabric that she bought.
She bought the glitter fabric. But what she wanted, the fabric couldn't do. Different fabrics do different things.
Yes. Guys, another thing, and I almost tell everybody now, I don't even let people buy their own fabric anymore.
Yeah, don't.
Because customers really do not know what fabric is for what. So a lot of customers will try to be like, oh, I'll just buy the fabric so I can get a lower price. And then you buy something that is crazy for what you want. If you want something that's poofy and tulle, but you buy something flat.
Yeah.
Or you want something that's flat and what you want is poofy and so
I think that's what she wanted. I think she wanted something poofy, but she bought that stretchy glitter fabric. That's made for like the bodysuits, like
right.
Remember that phase where everybody was getting those?
Right.
She did that, and she came in, and the dress was just like a straight dress.
Right.
And she was like, "Oh, I hate it." She was with her friend, and she was like, "Look at the glitter. The glitter is falling off." It was like on her. It was all on the floor, and you just like.
I was just looking. Like, okay,
it's glitter. It sheds.
It sheds. Glitter sheds. You brought this fabric to me. You said this is what you wanted it to be made out of, and now you have concerns. But that had to be a while ago.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
Because I don't even let customers buy their own fabric anymore. Like,
yeah,
girl.
she wound up buying something off the rack and changing the whole thing.
Okay, yeah, I don't even know who you're talking. Like, nobody comes to mind. I don't know who that could be. Do you want to talk about the time? Oh my God.
Which one?
I feel like those 2-3 days was like a hailstorm. Like this was was it a week after I had COVID?
Yeah.
When the little girl prom, it was the little girl prom, like a kindergarten prom, and then it was you were working on 2 dresses for your own prom stuff. And I feel like the orange dress with the grandma was in the same week. That week was treacherous.
At least the orange dress turned out.
The orange dress turned out amazing, cute. The little girl dress turned out gorgeous.
Yeah, she was just like, I don't know.
She was nervous because
was
so much going on in the store. I'm trying to think, but that wasn't even that crazy.
That wasn't. What was the craziest?
I don't know. Probably when that girl tried to set my store on fire.
Oh, yeah. You told that story already.
I don't know if I did. Did I? I don't think I did, actually.
Oh.
But, so there was a time where,
yeah, you told it.
No, it didn't air.
Oh.
Are you talking about?
Episode 2.
Episode 2? For the, no.
Episode 3. Oh. Okay.
I'm pretty sure. You talking about the butt pads.
Yeah. You didn't tell the story? Okay.
No.
Go ahead.
But yeah, so there was a time where I had a customer who she wanted butt pads put in. She wanted biker shorts made with butt pads in them. And it just went completely left. Like, number one, I told her I don't do that. I don't make butt pads or shapewear or anything like that. And then she begged me to make it for her. Long story short, I made them. She wanted it bigger. She wanted the hips bigger, the butt bigger. Again, made it bigger, and she wanted it even bigger. Like, she went from like a normal shape to Kim K to Nicki Minaj to, I don't know, Big Booty Judy. I don't know, but she just wanted like this crazy shape shape. And I was just like, okay, that's enough stuffing.
Mm.
Please just take this and go. And she just got so upset that I wouldn't make it ridiculously big for her and keep editing this order on something that I didn't want to make in the first place. Threatened to light my store on fire, and then she reported me to the Better Business Bureau as being part of the mafia. So it was just a lot.
That is the craziest.
It was a lot.
That's the craziest.
So I had to like explain to them I am not a part of the mafia. Like, I don't know. I think she was just trying to get my store closed down. It was very odd.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But as far as like prom and wedding stuff, nothing really crazy like that has ever happened.
Right.
Oh, you know what? At one point during a prom season, however long ago, back when the twins used to work at the store, there was a girl who got a prom dress, and prom dress was gorgeous. I forget what her issue was. Like, maybe I wouldn't make a dress for her friend, or I didn't have time. I don't know what, but the little girl had an attitude, and I remember her little friend had an attitude. And I don't argue with teenagers. I'm very much like, please send your mom in so I can have a conversation. But she wanted to argue, and I think she said she wanted to fight or something. And the girls who worked at my store at the time were also in high school. So they were like, if you got hands, we got hands. And I was like, y'all are not going to fight this girl. And they was like, no, because she go to this school, we go to this school, and this. And I was like, please. Like, there will be no fights. We're not doing that. I'm not about to put y'all in front of the store and be like, okay, line up. Like what?
Right.
Like, can you imagine? So, but I remember the young girl had called the store phone and like started cursing at me or whatever. And I was just like, sweetie, like, I have your father's number. I'll just call him. You know, I don't know what's going on. But then the high school girls who worked at my store at the time got on the phone and was like, and what you gonna do? And I was just like, okay, let's not like let's not be Philadelphians today. Let's just be business appropriate.
Right. I wonder how everybody doing. We should invite them on the show.
We should. We could
everybody.
Oh my God, we could have a reunion. I'm telling you, everybody who worked at my store is dope.
Yeah.
There's a new girl who works here now. She's gonna be crazy. I can't wait to see what she grows up to be. She's a fashion designer as well in high school. Yep, senior year high school. Been sewing since she was 7 years old. She's pretty dope.
Did I meet her?
No, you never met her. She just started last week.
Oh wow.
She's dope. So I can't wait to see. She's gonna be with us until June.
That's good.
So excited to see how
is that the
develops.
one? Is that the intern still there?
I don't know what's going. No, I haven't seen her since that day.
Oh wow.
I don't know what happened with the school either.
Oh wow.
So we gotta get a second intern, but we might have another intern, a virtual intern, who's gonna do our fashion marketing for the store and for Monica Monique shop. So, and just to go even further, I hired brand ambassadors. So did you see my post last week?
Mm-hmm.
I made a post about getting some brand ambassadors for the store, sending them some free looks so they can promote and make money. Like, they would get 10% of each sale that somebody used their link for. Had so many girls reach out, accepted so many girls, so many more girls still have to reach out, and they'll get started in February. So I'm excited about that, to see how that works during prom season.
That's good.
Yeah, prom and wedding season. And for the store,
I got one wedding order and one prom order so far.
When is the wedding?
September.
Oh, perfect.
Perfect.
Do you have like the price range and all that stuff that you're going to be doing?
Yeah, told her already.
Good.
Today I'm starting on the pattern.
Did she pay the deposit already?
No.
Don't start on the pattern then.
I have to.
Why?
Because I'm still figuring out. I just got to figure out something out.
Okay. Elaborate.
I have to figure some things out, and I'm working on the pattern for myself.
Okay.
Like, I have to see.
Okay.
Things.
Now, I wanted to ask you, what is your craziest?
My craziest fitting
or order? What was your craziest order?
I don't really have like a crazy fitting like that. You talk about the mom?
No, well, that mom was crazy. I'm talking about the back in the day one.
I told her I'm not talking about that.
You said you were going to talk about it eventually.
Get somebody else to do it.
No.
That wasn't really like
the people want to know.
That wasn't really like a crazy fitting story. The fitting was fine.
Well, it was a crazy customer, and mine was a crazy customer.
I don't think she was crazy. We was cool. We was cool.
Y'all was cool, and then it went left.
And she was mad.
Why was she mad?
It was just like we wasn't on. It was the same thing. Like we wasn't really on the same page. I still worked. She worked. And we was trying to come together for fittings, measurements, everything. Mm-hmm. And the week of, we was rushing. Mm-hmm. And the dress was too short.
Okay.
And we fell out.
And we fell out. Mm-hmm. She fell out.
You ever heard of the customer always right?
No, because back when I used to work at Macy's, and they used to be like, oh, the customer always right. And then customers would come in there with the craziest requests and the craziest things they wanted. And I'd be like, look, my last name ain't Macy's, number one. Number two, if you ask for anything that is unreasonable, it's unreasonable. If it's going to bankrupt the business, if it's going to put us in the negative, if it's going to hurt us, hinder us, or it's just not up to our ethical standard, we cannot do it. Mm-hmm. If you ask Popeyes to make an Annie Ann's pretzel, they're going to look at you like you crazy. Same thing with any other business. Like, I'm not doing something that I don't do, number one. And if I did it, you wouldn't like it.
Right. That's how it went. Mm-hmm. I did it because we was cool. Mm-hmm. But I feel like I knew better.
You feel like, yeah.
I knew better than to take this order, but I still took it because it was you.
Yeah.
And you wound up hating me. So.
And look at that. And now you hate me for something that I didn't even want to do in the first place.
Yeah.
So, okay. So y'all are no longer cool. Mm-mm. But that was your friend.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah.
That happened with a couple friends. Like
a couple friends?
Yes.
I don't even really work with friends. Let me tell you. So I'll tell you at least one friend story. I had a friend who ordered something and who doesn't normally order things from me. I had a friend order something from me and then I made it and I didn't ask her for payment or anything. Of course, this was back in the early days because now I don't even play. Mm-hmm. But I made it.
Yeah, I'm surprised to hear you say you didn't ask for payment.
Right, I ain't asked for payment. I made it. Then she never reached out about trying it on. I reached out. She never texted me back. And then she went to the event she was supposed to go to wearing something else. After never responding, after me making it, like taking out my time and money to buy the materials for it. And I was just like, oh, absolutely not. Mm-hmm. Like, let me tell you something about yourself.
Hashtag absolutely not.
So I ended up like calling her and I said like, yo, like what happened? Because we had this whole discussion. You asked me to make this for you. I made it for you. You didn't even try it on. You didn't come for any fittings. And then I see you go to the event wearing something else. Like, I just felt like that was super rude and inconsiderate and a complete like waste of my time and my money. Like, I spent my own money on the fabric and materials, my own time on creating something for you to your measurements, whatever. Because we were like the same measurements at the time. Mm-hmm. So I made sure it was perfect for her, and she never even saw it. She just was like, "Oh, I don't know. I found a dress at Forever 21," and I was like, "Cool." Delete my number, and she was like upset at that. She didn't know why I would be mad. She was like, I don't get it. Like, what's the big deal? Oh, you make dresses all the time. What's the big deal? Mm-hmm. And I was just kind of like, nah, this is how I pay my bills. This is how I make my money. This is how this is like literally my job. Like, I don't go to your job. I don't ask you to work at your job for free. Mm-hmm. You wouldn't work anywhere for free. Right. Nobody says like, hey, come work at this dentist office for free. Right. You ain't gonna go. Right. So you asked me to work for free, basically. Told me I was getting paid. Like, acted like whatever. But then didn't. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. But we're still friends to this day. She ain't. Mm-hmm. She cool. I keep her at a distance. We had a long conversation though. I didn't want to. Not that I didn't want to leave a friendship over that, but I just wanted to make sure that she knew that how I felt about that and that was unacceptable to me.
Mm-hmm.
And she understood the way I explained it. We had a long conversation and we're still cool.
Mm-hmm.
And anything she want, she gotta buy it from the store off the rack.
Right. Remember the episode of, have you ever seen, yeah, I'm pretty sure you have, Housewives, Portia?
No.
Oh.
Have I ever seen it? Yes. I don't know the episodes like that.
But it was an episode with Angel Brinks on it. And Portia, she made Portia a dress. And it was a fitting. It was probably like the first fitting. And the dress looked really nice on Portia. But it wasn't tight enough in the back.
So Angel Brinks is on the show?
She used to be. She's not on the show anymore.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
So the dress was like, it wasn't tight enough in the back.
Okay.
There was something wrong with the back. Okay. And Portia was like, I don't like it. And she never came back and got the dress. And they all went to this event. Mm-hmm. And she came to the event wearing a different dress. Mm-hmm. So Angel Brinks was furious. Mm-hmm. She was like, why would you have me make the dress? Mm-hmm. And then she was like, she didn't like how, she didn't like that Portia said something bad about her. Mm-hmm. And she was like, well, what if, like, we on TV, so what if Rihanna see that and Rihanna don't want to work with me? Mm-hmm. And, yeah. Yeah. It wasn't done. It was a fitting.
Yeah. Oh, so Portia didn't understand mm-hmm. that it was a fitting. Yeah. Wow.
The dress was nice, though. Mm-hmm. It was really nice.
Did Angel Brinks wear it? She should have.
No, she wore something else.
She should have and been like.
Mm-hmm. Angel Brinks, do you like her?
I don't know her.
Do you like her clothing line?
I don't know her clothing line that well. Oh. I've seen sparkly things with mirror pieces. Mm-hmm. That's really the only ones I saw. I haven't really seen a lot of the stuff. I don't really.
She was a popular designer at one point.
And now she's not?
I feel like she chilled. Like, she chilled out a little bit.
She made her money and cooled off. That's good. Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
But when she had her little moment, she was doing good. Mm-hmm. But I feel like her stuff is now more boutique and manufactured.
Yeah, it's definitely more manufactured, for sure.
She got into that. But when she was doing her customs.
So she was doing custom at one point? I didn't know. Yeah. So when I started hearing about her, I saw her manufactured stuff. Okay. So
I heard about her from the show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she was a fashion designer on the show.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I never knew that, but that's a good to know. Now that I've seen like her manufactured stuff, I wonder what the stuff that she used to make.
Mm-hmm. Probably got to scroll down on her page.
Yeah. I'll look into it.
She got exposed for, like, she'll copy designers' designs and get them manufactured. Okay. So she got exposed for that.
I mean,
she do that a lot now.
She does it a lot now? Yeah. Like, that's what she does?
Go to her page. Go to her website.
Interesting. Okay. Mm-hmm. Like, prom designers, cut and sew designers, she'll look at the design. Not even like but her manufacturing company. Yeah. Will scope out those designs and then copy them and so that's
I don't know if it's recently, but she got exposed before for that.
Okay.
Bye.
I mean, she probably got all the same manufacturers as all the people. Yeah. So, and that sucks too because it's difficult, especially in certain fields. I don't know, maybe it's not that difficult though, but I don't know. With fashion, it's annoying that your looks, your creativity,
it's gonna happen.
Gets stolen.
Can't even avoid
so much.
Right.
That's annoying. Yeah. But
even in the music industry, they got so much copyright and stuff. But new artists, their sound will get stolen from bigger artists too. It still happens. Yeah. So. I feel like in the music world, it's like a little bit safer, but in the fashion world, it's just like
it's everybody for themselves.
Somebody steal your design. It's hard to really take it to court and say and like sue them for it because
Yeah.
it's a coincidence.
Right. Is it a coincidence?
So.
I don't know. But it is what it is, I guess. Especially with certain looks and certain fabrics. It's like if you make a mermaid dress out of a certain fabric and somebody else make a mermaid dress out of the fabric, it's like, what am I going to do?
You can't really.
But when they make a mermaid dress and they got feathers over one boob and feathers on the bottom of one sleeve, and then yours has that same thing.
Yeah, you definitely got beat.
You stole it, but whatever. Is there any more story times before we go?
Somebody still to this day, this lady hurt my feelings. Okay. She said she was just cursing me out.
What lady?
She was like, don't lose your life over her dress. That lady.
In my store?
Yeah. You wasn't right there.
I wasn't there.
You wasn't right there. It was when you was outside with what's the face? And she was like, what he gonna do?
Yeah.
And she was talking about me like, don't lose your life over a dress. I'm like,
what are you talking about? Like, oh my God. So basically she's threatening you. She was threatening you?
Yes.
Why didn't she? But did you? Okay, I feel like I remember you telling me that when they left. But had you told me that in the moment and
you said it,
he was there, I would have been like, okay, boo. Have a nice day. Have a nice life. God bless. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
I ain't say nothing. I wasn't about to be fighting in your story.
It wouldn't have even been a fight. It would have been an escort. Escort you out. Because that's so annoying. Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? I just want to know what you're talking about. Like, don't lose your life over a dress. So she's basically telling you you're about to lose your life over a dress. And then when all was said and done, she like smiled and kikied with me. Like everything was
she's
cool.
Like, we're going to come back for her birthday.
Yeah.
Don't come back.
Ma'am. You're not going to. Please. If you do, you are banned. You are banned.
Really? If she walk in there today?
I'm busy. I'm booked until 2040.
And want you to make something.
I'm booked until 3000 the year.
Really?
Yes, the year 3000.
What about the twins, Mom?
Which twins? Oh, I'm booked until year 3000.
Really?
Yes. I have a list of red flag customers. I marked their file. You can't shop here anymore. I'm sorry. If you threaten my employees, I'm sorry. We're done. We're done. Mm-hmm. But God bless. I hope you found Jesus.
Right. What about the the Forever 21 dress?
You're banned.
Really?
She wasn't.
Yeah, she wasn't just mad. She had a reason to be mad.
It was too much going on. I was lost with that dress. I think I was taking NyQuil. I don't know what happened. I mean, because I really felt like that order.
That dress was a bit.
I think it was like the fabric they chose. And then it's, again,
right.
They chose the fabric.
And customers make stuff up. They want stuff to be like, oh yeah, because I want you to. That's why alterations and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You can't do.
Yeah.
Because people have this big vision in their head, and in the sewing world, it don't be possible.
Yeah. That's another thing I cannot stand when people like. There's a TikTok or Instagram where it's like, oh, since you know how to do it, you do it. Mm-hmm. I cannot stand when customers be like, oh, this is how I want you to sew it, or this is what I want you to make. It's easy. Just do it like this. If it's so easy, please sew. You don't know how to sew. Like, a lot of people look at something and they think it's simple. It's not simple. We make it. That's what we get simple.
That's what we get in the fittings too. Mm-hmm. And also social media. Like, we put like TikToks and Reels. 15 seconds, 30 seconds. We put the whole process in 15 seconds. So I think people
thought it was going to be
15 seconds. They really think that.
I know when people bake a cake, it ain't no 15 seconds.
Yeah.
And it's not even just about like the thing that's made. It's also like the process and the technique behind it that I feel like people aren't valuing.
Yeah.
But again, that's why I over explain everything so the customer knows. Like, I have to do the pattern, I have to do the sample, I have to make the muslin. This part here is hand sewn. This part here is beaded. This part here is this, and all of those things coming together is going to take time, and it's also going to cost big money.
Yeah.
If you want something simple, there are plenty of websites.
You need to pay yourself like $50 an hour.
At least.
When you doing the price.
Yeah, at least.
It gotta be like.
At least.
It gotta be there.
But we are going to close out this episode on a positive note.
Positive.
We love our customers. Those are the one percenters. Those are the 1%ers. 99% of our customers are beautiful, kind souls. They always walk away and come back. They kill every event they go to. It's always a blessing.
Yeah. We're just mentally preparing for
the upcoming years.
I'm excited for prom season.
Yeah.
I'm not going to take a lot of orders, but I'm going to take orders.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm ready.
The right orders.
Yeah,
the right customers with the right mindset. Because we already talked about those red.
I already got
customers.
my pattern for prom, my muslin, my real fabric. So that's what I'm doing today after this.
Okay.
The wedding dress.
Excited.
The prom dress and taking my hair out. I'm excited for all of those things. Yeah. I'm gonna say felt good to be back sewing. So let's keep it going. Oh, and one more thing. Look. I 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. He said, don't. Basically, he basically said, don't pack what you want to do. Don't pack it away. So usually my sewing machine is like in my closet.
Okay.
So then my sewing machine's on the table.
Good.
So
it's a visual reminder.
When I'm coming home, I really go sit over there and sit on the sewing machine. Read books, y'all.
Read more books. 2023.
2023.
All right, you want to say our positive outro?
What is it?
You guys, make sure you count your blessings
before you count your money.
Before you count your moolah. Goodbye.
Toodles.